All right, welcome to the women's finals. Let's jump into the action in game one here.
I'm really excited for this. We got a couple of mashups, Jenki and Katie Pierson versus Kara Hoy and Caitlin Miramontes.
Yeah, four of the hottest players on this tour this year.
Yeah, and actually Kara and Caitlin defeated Olivia Jenki and Allie Foster. They kind of been the favorites going into this. To be fair, it was kind of a toss-up between these two and that team there.
Yeah, three and more really strong teams there, but in the semifinals, Caitlin and Kara winning in a pretty clean 2 games. And on the other half, Allie Jenki and Katie Pierson knocked out, I believe it was Ashley Showalter and Krista Schrock. So
yep.
A lot of top talent here in Chicago. As you see, Caitlin put that one by Jenki.
Yeah, so that's one apiece because Allie started off with a drop ace to start it. Yep. And now they're chatting here. I don't know what they're chatting about.
Yeah, got a good view of the observers here. We've got Peter John Showalter and Joel Graham here on the observation team. Didn't see a hand signal there, but I guess it's 1-1. Whatever we saw was clean.
And that's a big cut from Miramontes. Fights right back with it.
Yeah, she was ripping those in the semifinals too, and the other Jenki and Foster did not have many answers, so see if Pierson has it here.
Miramontes known for her serving and the power. Handled nicely by Pierson and put away. She's got some
She's
strong
also
hits.
got some power, actually.
Yeah.
Speaking of power players, Katie Pierson has really been growing into her own. Obviously one of the youngest elite talents on the scene, and we're about to see what serves she is bringing to the game. 2-2 now.
Sidestep there, laid up easily and put right through. That's that textbook 1, 2, 3. But a lot of power coming out of these. I know they just mostly seem to be focusing on the cut serves.
Yep, and making sure they're hitting them well on the net, well placed. All these players with a lot of really good control to get their second serves on. As Hoy lines up a big power forehand. No touch aces, Jenki.
Jenki did not think that was coming at all. Yeah. She didn't move her feet. She didn't move her feet there.
Yeah, Hoy kind of with the inset there doesn't look like she's reaching out as wide, but she's still getting a really good angle on the net.
Yeah, one of those where it's like, I don't think they can do that, and then they do it, and you're just reaching. A nice one.
Second serve, nice and easy. Soft touch from Hoy. Oh, but the set's not there.
That's so typical with the soft touch. Setting yourself, regardless of if they've been doing it for months, it still doesn't feel second nature, and it's so funny. See a lot of botch sets on those.
Get a couple years fewer of reps doing that thing.
Yeah.
Jenki steps out trying to answer.
She faced off against Jenki a couple weeks ago, and her serves are very strong and very low.
Oh, yeah. She places them really close to the near net, gets a lot of topspin, and you see a little too much to handle there for Miramontes and Hoy.
A little a setting error, kind of a little off the mark, and they're going to make them pay for that.
And then to boot, Jenki, I don't know if you played much against it, but she's got a fantastic drop as I commentator curse it, maybe?
Well, she meant, yeah, right.
Trying to say it's a fantastic drop, and she misses. But the good serve's on. Pierson goes left, but Miramontes is able to clean up the lefty.
Yeah, that's a big hold there. Getting that, that was a hard serve. He just puts it right on. That's the thing. She also has a really high Jenki serve percentage, so she's going to challenge you almost every time. Here's John Showalter walking right in frame.
He's used to being in front of the camera. Now he's got to dodge the camera.
All coming in. If you're wondering why we're inside, some thunderstorms here in Chicago, so we're forced inside here at this facility.
Yeah, those who can remember back to 2017, the Spikeball and Round Net Nationals will remember seeing players on indoor turf in Chicago area. So a fun little tradition we've developed now with rain in Chicago. And they're going to opt to play the rim. Pierson, lays out.
Yeah, well,
inches short
there. Crafty drop there, and I believe we now going back to 6-5.
Yeah, Miramontes and Hoy have been feeling really good on their sets. So they've been hitting a lot of backhand flicks throughout the day.
Coach chases it up, right back. Again, all their touches are they're just not converting. They have like 3 now.
Just not clean enough.
Yeah.
They're in the right spots. And after a long day, we started at 9 a.m. this morning. These players are tired. A lot of points under them.
Now 6 apiece. Feeling each other out a little bit. Another right clean second serve, but still challenging. Nice left hand up by Jenki. A little off the mark, actually lets her get it lower. But finally they put it away. Yeah.
Same thing, just trying to clean up those first and second touches so the hits are open and available. But really good hustle by both teams to find the spots and make sure you're getting defensive touches when those hits aren't clean.
That's based some key holds there. Now 7-6. Miramontes handled up nicely. A little wing. Oh, a little dinker. The soft touch.
Oh yeah, and you notice that you notice Pierson dancing in and out of the no hit zone there with the set from Jenki. So we take a second look there. A little bit of do-si-do in and out. She gets her feet out, but she doesn't get her weight behind that hit, so it's a little softer. Luckily, Miramontes is unable to finish the play.
Let's see, that's a nice cut. Handled up nicely. Really popped. The low one, the low set, I think it was an accidental kind of miss hit on the set, but it actually allowed Miramontes to just hit it lower and just hit it quicker.
Yeah, the push wasn't guarded, and there was no time to cover it there. So we rotate 8-7. Hoy with the forehand. That one might be the front of the rim.
Oh, Pierson laying out, saying, you have the option.
Not going to see too many more of those, but a double fault there. Still deadlocked, 8-8. Hoy opts to play, a wise choice. The defense not even really rotating there, kind of taking that fault point off, but you're allowed to play those first serves off the back rim.
So many teams are so caught off guard when they play those serves, and I think that's also maybe what Miramontes noticed is, oh, they're not moving at all. Let's just keep it low set and just put it away.
Absolutely. It's that awkward feeling where you hit the serve and you know it's a bad serve, so you just deflate your defense.
You immediately stop. That happens so often.
And it's hard to start going again, even though the other team's off to the race. You see what's happening, and it's too late.
It's almost
They're
like
already gone.
Yeah, you've already given up. Got Pierson to serve. Nothing crazy.
Go for that wide bone-in stance.
And he gets the cut off the no-no zone. Can't send it back. I like that, the bone-in stance, the power.
Yeah, for those wondering, Matt Bonin, I guess a Chicago native himself, many years ago, popularized, or maybe not popularized, but
well, so he brought that out at a tournament and just crushed the tournament. They won, and everyone was like, "What is this? Is this stance overpowered?"
Yeah. And I think now Preston Bai, as a boisterous, likes to use that as his, I think he calls it a bad stance. Both hands are deadly. He opens up his hips as we see Pierson line it up again, puts it righty on.
Chase that down. Oh, a little off. Yeah, the set's just off the market. That was a nice chase down, though.
It did get the lead back there, though, with that big step-out serve from Pierson. So now we're 10-10.
Yeah. I think that was the first they saw of it, so I'm not sure if you'll have the same luck next time with that serve. You know, a lot of serves. It helps you have variety because you can often get one every time.
Yeah, the first one's usually free, and then they can adjust. A soft touch attempt here. Miramontes runs back in, and it's maybe some traffic there or hinder.
Yeah.
As Miramontes came crashing into Jenki.
Oh, that's an unfortunate hinder because that was a beautiful soft touch play, but she dives right into her.
It's a big roll back across the net.
You might think she didn't really have a chance, but these players can get the ball back from anywhere, so you kind of give it to them.
And we're redoing that point, still 10-10, just making sure we're in the right positions. Hoy serving to Pierson. Another hard serve, and that's a first touch, but aced off the no-no zone again.
Okay, we're talking about the no-no zone. That's just down where your wrist meets your hand, that hard part of your hand. You never want to get it there because it just shoots without control.
And another tough first touch. Pierson unable to recover the set, and now all of a sudden we see Hoy take the lead with Miramontes back up 2.
I love the backhand. That's really not common nowadays, especially in the women's servers. Yeah,
we see a lot of players starting to develop their left-handed serves. Some people maybe still using flangos, but backhands have mostly gone the way of the past. But another ace there.
No mistake. Yeah.
Pierson and Jenki needing to clean up their offense to stay in Game 1 of the finals here. And now Hoy is just showing everything in the bag.
See what she got here, cooking up 13-10. Whoa, and that's just an uncharacteristic case.
And we saw it in Rock Hill when Hoy actually won the tournament matching up with Pierson, where Hoy says she loves to put her second serves on, but her second serves, being high percentage serves, have a ton of pace.
Yeah, that looks like a change up.
Looks like a full
not
swing.
A change up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looked like a
right.
full swing, casual, just
But
ace.
That looked like a very returnable serve by Jenki. I wonder if 3 in a row, that timeout was just 1 point too late, right? Like, she's mentally tired. They just got ace 3 times in a row. She actually made a setting mistake on that second one, so I think she's just in her head a little bit, and it cost her another point right there.
Yeah, and you're expecting that really strong hard serve, that change. That I don't know, it's still not a change. Maybe it's 80% serve coming off Hoy.
Yeah,
it's still a powerful serve.
A fair term, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but they're taking a timeout, trying to resettle here. We're going to rejoin the action shortly. But yeah, Pierson and Jenki definitely need to come out of here with a hold and start putting pressure back on Hoy Miramontes, who are looking very comfortable on the serving line and offensively.
Yeah, they're just looking very, very calm and composed. And I think the other thing is they're going to start converting those defensive touches. They totally just. Sorry, they were getting confused. They're arguing on where they're serving to who. This is definitely correct. We got 14-10. Hoy with another powerful one and another one. Is that 5 in a row?
That's 5 breaks in a row. She started serving 10-10. That was the same spot she was in when we were redoing that hinder play and had to discuss if she was serving to Katie, and she's serving to Katie again, and it's another break.
Wow,
not what they need off of that timeout.
Yeah.
Going as a backhand.
Backhand, very high. Go back to her.
At what point do you start looking to game 2 to reset and build momentum versus trying to steal this game?
That's so challenging. I feel like, at this point, they need to get 5 breaks back with 6 opportunities.
That's a tall order against this team who's continuing to pressure them.
I think they'll give each other one more serving chance. But once they're at 17, that'll be pretty challenging. If they don't get a couple breaks here in each of their next serving attempts.
So we're in the critical stage right here, 11-15. With
they need at least one here. If they're going into 17 at 17-12, that's a little too late.
You see Jenki going for that wide cut serve, leaning to the right.
I don't know if I agree with that first them. I've seen them pop up a lot of hits and they just failed to chase them down, but I guess yet again that was handled, so maybe I'm wrong. But I've seen them chase down some hits, so I think putting it on is a smart serve here, and she did it.
Yeah, that offense also just too quick from Hoy and Miramontes. Yeah. Like the ball's already gone before anyone's rotated.
They're using those low sets really well.
And now 12-16 for Pierson, so running out of time.
So I said now she needs a break here, at least to stay in it, I think.
Goes for the step out. That's way too high.
Yeah. I'm also confused. Like, she got an ace on her last that bonus
on that
stance.
last set.
Like,
yeah.
Why not just go for it?
Maybe she knows that she only gets 1 for free, and it's going to be too hard.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay.
All
right.
Just feeling out different angles. It's maybe a similar serving motion, but with the feet being in different spots. It's coming in a different spot on Miramontes.
Yeah, she has tons of different stances.
Right. But at the end of the day, it's still just a clean toss and swing. Except for the rim.
Yep. So second serve here. Love for them to get another break here.
Did get one back there.
Take
17-13.
A rotate at 17-13 is not ideal what you want, especially if Hoy can rack up a couple here.
She did go on a 5-break serving spree the last time we saw her with the ball.
See in the backhand, I think she'll just go with a regular forehand here. It's the high
you say
velocity.
regular, but it's not so regular. That one does roll up a little high. Okay, so
yes.
A sigh of relief for Jenki Pierson here. But Miramontes gets to play that. Oh, no.
I'm surprised.
Hoy's feeling confident right here.
They've had no trouble with Jenki's serve so far.
That one's in play, but handled well again. And Miramontes hits Hoy. Oh, the only one who could defend them was themselves.
Yeah. Looked like Jenki was in the spot, but she hit that pretty hard, so I don't know if there would have been a hand there.
Yeah, just pulled it by Jenki because Jenki was not on the rotation there, but a huge both break and also just literal break for them. But
classic backhand.
Another backhand, yeah. And for those who watched Hoy play in some other tournaments, she usually is not going to defend on that backhand because they're covering most of the forehand pull and push. So she's really comfortable on that set.
It'll be huge to see if Jenki and Pierson adjust to that. That was a high serve, but they're going to opt to play it and sky right over, bring it back to them.
I think adjusting to both Hoy and Miramontes' backhands, both in this game potentially and in the second game, if they want to come back, could be the difference defensively. Is getting in those spots, getting different looks.
All right, Pierson back to the wide stance we were talking about.
Yeah. Steps over to the left or right, that is, and it's a lefty set. It was a really well challenging serve on Miramontes, but Hoy's just setting too clean, and Miramontes looks really comfortable on that left-hand spike.
She put her footwork back over, and again, Hoy set it low, so by the time...
And now 19-16 here.
By the time Miramontes hit that, it was such a low set that neither Jenki nor Pierson were there at all. And I think those are really working for them. If they have those clean backhands on top of low sets, there's not much you can do to defend them.
It's happening so quickly, and it's in the spot you're less likely to do that. But Jenki puts that in play, and Hoy's just a half inch off that set.
Yeah. A little lack of
Some
footwork
of that, yeah.
there. You know,
Maybe she's too comfortable with the backhand. She needs the backhand sets.
Yeah.
Jenki goes for the drop, but it's fielded. And Miramontes goes high. Jenki gives chase.
Nice pop.
Pierson finds it, but Jenki can't get the last touch back. Oh, that was the chance. They're only down one there.
Yeah, that was it. That was a...
After being down so many
They brought
points.
it back pretty close, yeah. I did not expect to see that.
They still have a chance here. It's 2018 for Miramontes. They need this hold, of course. And then you get Pierson with the ball. Rims the first. We were talking about just moving on to game 2, though.
Now it's a game.
That one's up. A touch from Miramontes on another backhand attempt, but that one's too far off the net. Okay. We've got 19-20.
We got a chance here.
This is the serve you say to yourself when you're practicing in the basement.
You're always like 19-20.
Yeah, got to get in that mental zone.
Yep. You know, Pierson is one to practice. She goes with the wide stance. She's actually, you see how
she's
far away
got an
she
extra
is from
step or two from the serving line, yeah, so she can kind of step forward and transfer her weight towards the net.
Oh, steps
forward. In, and it's off the thumb. 2020. So a 10-5 run after being down 15-10 midway through the game. Fantastic effort from Jenki Pierson.
We're counting them out, but they got it. All right, let's use it as the same stance, the step forward.
Yeah, keep doing it. Why not?
Yep, and another
Hoy
challenge.
has to run across. Miramontes with a fantastic off-net hit.
That was extremely clutch from Hoy Miramontes.
And a really good effort there from Hoy to clear past the net and then get some loft on the set so that Miramontes could find it on her right hand.
Setting coming away from the net is the hardest part of it. And this Hoy with a challenging server herself. Kaylin is there. Back up and then.
Can she get the other off net? No, not two in a row. Not two in a row.
She's pressing her luck there. Pressing her luck. Okay, it's back to Jenki. They haven't had much trouble against Jenki's serve, so I think they're feeling pretty comfortable here.
Is she going to do something different on the serve?
Go for it all.
Instep a little bit different versus a little static stance. More comfortable there. You see Hoy already moving towards the net.
So I think that's what I wanted to say is Miramontes and Hoy are both doing it. They both do it a little differently. Is Jenki serves straight at you, so you have to get around the ball a little bit. You'll see Miramontes kind of sidesteps and sets it up, and that's kind of what Hoy was doing by going towards the net.
To counter that jam serve. I figured it was just Hoy saying, these serves aren't coming in fast enough, so I'm just going to go get it.
I just got it, yeah.
But Miramontes here with another game point, 22-21. Another double fault. And given the momentum that Pierson and Jenki brought into the finals, you know, the extra points here, you don't want to just be sitting around waiting on that lead.
Not at all.
They're going to take it away from you.
That's a good one.
Another
Very powerful.
play.
Another big play.
It's the same situation, too, where Miramontes is putting the ball up high and forcing Hoy to run across the net for that
putting it the
challenging
wrong
set.
way. Yeah.
It's just it's too weak of a receive right now, and they just give up the lead there. It's one too many. It's 23-22. Now Jenki Pierson up the advantage.
The lead and a timeout called by Hoy Miramontes to try to take the breath. It seems like Pierson's serves are just coming just fast.
Yeah, just a little too fast, where it's coming just off the fingertips and going a little too high, a little too far back for Hoy Miramontes.
I wonder if she has spin on that, because I know so many serves, you think you got them with your fingers, and they roll right over.
And it's just a matter of like angling your hand the right way. Absolutely.
Yeah. So because that one, looked like a little challenging.
I agree. And Miramontes looks like she's in a comfortable spot with her footwork. So it's just execution.
Yeah, I think the big thing is popping that to the correct direction, right? 2, she popped to the right side. Maybe she's confused who her partner is. But
Hoy's on her left.
Yeah. She's got to set it over to Hoy. If she sets it that high, but to the left, not a problem at all.
Yeah.
All right, obviously, Pierson's forcing that over on this side.
Absolutely.
But that's saying you got to feel a little dejected. So I wonder what they're going to do here to keep it up. Up 15-10. They were being comfortable. Miramontes went for a lefty serve.
Yeah.
They were cruising.
I think they might have actually checked out of game one before they were supposed to.
Yep.
Thankfully, we're behind the booth, so we can apologize and get back into the game. But for them, they've now given up the lead, so there's no forgiving that.
Yeah.
And Jenki and Pierson are happy about that. They're happy to take the points, happy to take that lead.
Yeah. Oh,
Are they thinking things over here?
Yeah. Gonna try to read their lips, see what they're talking about. But no, I think they just got to stay composed. Obviously, they're one ace away. That's the other thing is they've only been getting aced. They haven't really been getting dug.
Yeah, they've had very clean offense if that first touch is there. The sets have been fine. The hits have been pretty good. But yeah, the first touches have been the weak point. So you see some players regather at the net. They're talking to the rotation where, so Pierson's going to stay in the same spot you just saw her ace from, so she's happy from that spot, that stripe. She's going to go for the split stance, a little bit of room off the line, I believe, crossing the net.
That was looking like a jam. That's what might have been impossible to receive.
I wouldn't have gotten it. Steps out again, rim, but still takes the lead. That's big. We'll see what Hoy has to say here. First time serving without the advantage in almost the entire game.
I'd be looking for the backhand.
It's lethal, but not a high percentage serve for Hoy. Look for her to switch things up, go back to that strong forehand that still is a danger for an ace or a break. I'm jinxing her with the high percentages.
Yeah. I mean, but that's also nerves. They had the lead the whole time. They want this back.
She was so comfortable. Now she may be forcing it a little bit more. As Jenki forces that one.
That's the thing with Jenki. She's just consistent. She'll do her same few serves, and that can really help you.
That one's in play. This one settled well for Miramontes and goes high over Jenki.
Smart play. Right in that smart zone where it's like, okay, she could maybe chase this down, she could maybe get the drop, but I'll just sky
and critically,
right
that good touch from Miramontes, getting the ball over to Hoy, not making Hoy do too much running before she finds the set. Miramontes.
A rip calling a rim, and
off
she
the
agrees.
inside
I
rim.
thought she maybe disagree. Yeah. It sounds
it's a close one.
over
There's
here.
a bang call. Second serve's in play. Pierson finds it on the right hand. And misses to the right spot there for Jenki to adjust and use her dominant hand.
Yeah.
That's so critical, especially with the no-hit zone backing players off the net.
I don't think Miramontes expected that hit to go so high. She kind of leaned back like she was going to get a little body on it. Back to Pierson.
Third game point for Jenki Pierson. That one's good in play. Another high off-net set. Oh, but Pierson can't get the first touch under control.
I was nervous about that one because I think that serve looked a little high to me. I was like, I don't know if they should be playing this one.
I had a similar thought, but not worrying about the calls from back here.
No. I'm more about their judgment. Like if she knew that was high and is like, right,
I'm getting pressured.
Right, but Pierson, right, has been hitting good serves. So it's like, okay, that serve's bad. I didn't get a great touch, but like, I'll take that to get an ace. And that's the factor it puts in.
You're seeing that more and more for all the players they're playing against now, where you're scared of anybody's second serve.
Nice drop.
Pierson able to roll that one up.
Back to Jenki, 26-25. I don't think yet to. She opened the game with a drop ace. Good one there. Rim. Just caught the front of it.
But even off the rim, Miramontes feeling fine on the receive.
Yeah.
That one is. I guess it was just low enough.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't want to send that to observers to lose game one.
Yeah.
That's I guess how I would take that one.
Yeah. No, I thought it looked good. Yeah.
I can appreciate that spirit, playing through and getting the put away, no problem.
Easy. Yep.
Miramontes with some pace on that. Gets a touch. It's off net again.
Oh,
that's off net again. It's the same situation for Hoy. Hoy's running across. She's blind, got her back to the net, and she's trying to get this right hand touch. Notice here, she's not able to line up her feet in a spot where she has great net awareness. It's so critical to know where the middle is.
Looks like it kind of hit a bad spot too. It went just did not go to the correct spot. Good. 27-26 here for Pierson. As they just saved
play.
Whoa. We're just both sides here.
A soft touch from Hoy, a lefty from Miramontes. Jenki tries to put it away, and Hoy can't get up for the set. Oh no! What a comeback though in game one. Fantastic.
Oh my God.
That's 28-26 for Pierson Jenki. It was 15-10, Mike.
I don't understand.
They were down 15-10. What happened?
Oh,
let's watch this back. My goodness. And Hoy
That went back and forth forever.
I'm out of breath.
We were both not talking during that point because it was so tense. We're like, what's happening
I couldn't
here?
jinx anything.
We were just watching. Wow. I don't know what to think. I think it's all up to Kaylin and Miramontes and Hoy's mentality
to think
here.
about like the momentum going to game 2.
They got to forget this game. But they got to forget it.
They have to forget it. But it's so tight. That matchup is fantastic. It's neck and neck.
I think they got to look at the positives. So for them, they got to look at the positives. Jenki serves did not give them any trouble. There was one drop early.
Yeah, I think for Jenki, I hope I'm not trying to give her advice if she can hear me, but she's got to get some drop serves in play and really change up her pace.
Yep.
Bring those players in closer.
Maybe her lefty's good. Maybe just mix it in, make them think a little bit more. But they should feel good about they've had no challenge with that. Pierson, they've seen. They likely have seen all her serves, so they should be feeling a little better. And at the end there, and I think they haven't got dug at all on their good hits. Right, obviously
when they're in system.
Right, when they're in system. Not a chance.
Yeah, Pierson and Jenki are not making exceptional defensive plays. Yeah. They're cleaning up the right plays, which is awesome. They're applying pressure and cleaning up.
But I don't know if the setting errors may likely continue, and that's
really with those weak first touches. They need to figure out their recovery sets, get their feet in the right spots, and find the ball in the net.
And I think they've had Hoy and Miramontes maybe 6 defensive touches that they did not convert.
Yeah, quite a few.
They got to convert those. On the other side, obviously, they just got to keep swinging and put them in play, because it seems like their ace percentage and their bad touch percentage is high. They just got to keep putting the ball in play, and I think truly they're getting dug a little bit more. I think it's less of a concern because Miramontes and Hoy haven't brought them back.
At least for now. Now they've been keeping them.
But they got to be probably a little cleaner than that. Of course, haven't really.
You don't want to give
together.
opportunities. Yeah, you don't want to give those up.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's really just about who sets the tone in this game, because I could see Jenki and Pierson setting the tone, and then Hoy and Miramontes are just check out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be a race to 10 or something early game right here, coming out of the gates, and I think you're spot on there. Yeah. I need to grab some water before these games.
Yeah. You're just being parched.
Yeah, this has been wild. Yeah. But yeah, we'll be right back with some game 2 action when the play resumes. All right, we're jumping back into game 2 action here. Miramontes has been on the ball first.
Gas, no brakes this game, I guess.
Yeah, they had literally no breaks at the end of that last game, too.
That's I guess that works. Hey.
I didn't even think about it, yeah.
But you got one there?
I'll continue with the commentators, Chris. I don't mind it. I'll own it.
All gas, one break there.
That's humongous, though, getting that first break, especially being with the serving deficit of having a disadvantage. They need to push game 3 here, and it's going to start with some strong serves like that. Pierson, a little bit of traffic at the net there, kind of forcing the issue with that righty hit.
Oh, she might have been in the zone.
Interesting, okay. I wasn't sure if there was potential a hinder question.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a hinder too, but maybe it was a miss hit.
She was just a little late to net to get that lefty hit.
The drop, and 3 in a row. Talk about setting the tone.
Maybe just a race to 3-0.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. You want to go to game 3? No.
Cut it.
With these teams, we know we have to watch it all the way through.
I think what I see is she's putting it a little more. Their serve is going kind of at their face, and those are just so hard to react to. Yep, exactly.
Right there, right in your face. Pierson with a great off-net hit.
They got to convert this one.
And that's going to set the tone not only with the points, with a 4-point lead there, but for Hoy and Miramontes knowing they can clean those up, they should be cleaning all of them up.
They got aces. They got defensive digs. They got a great off-net set.
They're even practicing their offense now.
Yeah.
Another one in play. Pierson takes that really low on the set.
And I think that's a big deep pocket that'll give them their first point there.
Yeah, that was surprising though.
Yeah. Did you see that set? She like crouched down to get it.
Pierson took a lot of time to let the ball come really low, right below her waist, and then take the set.
Maybe trying to match
those quick sets for Hoy and Miramontes. In step right at Hoy, and a good pull.
Great pull, that forehand come into play.
Offense already ready to go with the offense.
It's just high energy. They seem zoned in. See what Hoy has. Steps out. Another challenge, but a little bit of a cut.
A body touch, and it's the backhand.
Yeah.
Bread and butter for Hoy.
So this is completely opposite what we just said happened last game, right? They got some ace in the game. They got defensive breaks on just standard hits. It's coming together.
Right, you were saying for Jenki and Pierson that they maybe don't need to clean up their offense if they're not going to get dug and put away, but turns out they do. They need to figure out their offense in a hurry. They're down 2-6 now. And sure, they're up the game, but you don't want to give up on game 2 this quickly.
That one's high.
Jenki's still just trying to force that same cut serve, jam serve right at the opponent. Not having much success right now.
So they'll take that 7-2 big lead, as big of a break lead as that 15-10 though last game.
Yeah, no rush getting a 5-point deficit. Miramontes looking to add.
Again, challenged.
Yeah, just right at that shoulder level. It's so hard for Pierson to handle. And a messy hit there, maybe hitting rib, maybe hitting pocket. Looks like we're going to get a perspective from the observers here.
Yeah.
But it's not a great set from Jenki off net. And then Pierson has a weak hit.
Yeah, that was just kind of a panic hit, it looked like. Right, didn't have much to do. Probably could have stepped over, got a better backhand, but in that position, especially after a drop, you get up and you're scrambling, you just want it on the net.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see this again here. So the light drop, nice scoop up. It's really hard to tell.
Hard perspective there.
They gave it to Mir.
Looks like we're redoing, so it's still 7-2. That means the observers do not have a definitive perspective.
The rim there.
Pierson there set on the left and unable to find it.
She was upset at herself for moving her feet, which I agree would have helped to open up her hips and have some more options. 8-2 straight to the rim, but there is no sign of slowing down for Miramontes and Hoy.
Unless you can ice her by throwing the ball past her there. She needs to now resettle, find her feet.
She's got to work.
8-2 here. It's in play, though. And Pierson wants that hit.
But another
puts it away. It's a challenging dig for Hoy there, but she was in the spot. So I wouldn't be too upset about not finding that quick touch, too.
No, yeah, he can't be bad. 3 serving 8, Pierson. So this we talk about a lot, and I'm sorry for those that we repeat things, but the same stuff happens around a lot of the time. At this point, they're down, so they start swinging harder on their serves, which actually can be counterintuitive, right? And not what you want to do. It can counteract what you're doing. Harder serves actually mean deeper pockets and more likely to go high, right? Like, it's very tempting to want to work harder when you should just be continuing to do what you want to do.
Yeah, and another errant set there from Jenki, so not able to find Pierson on the net. And I think on top of that, with the pockets going deeper, you're down 10-3 right now. If you swing harder, you might be more tired for game 3.
Yeah. Yeah. We talked about it last game when you were down 15-10, but down 7. That's
down by 7 though. It's decision time.
Yeah.
If Jenki starts putting serves like that, and she's able to push that one, that's actually, it's not the same cut serve she's been doing. It's a, I guess
maybe
it's
a side pocket.
Maybe a side pocket.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Jenki maybe wants to go. Okay. Jenki was checking with the observers, but it was a side pocket. So she's redoing there. So I take it back. She's trying to push it at the left hand, but she's actually, by going to the left hand, she's trying to hit the side pocket.
It's really
challenging.
It's
so hard
to
find
keep it. Yeah, you need to have a certain kind of angle on the net for having to shoot out and not cut to the side.
And sometimes having just enough spin can counteract the forces on the net. So you need to generate. It's like, I need more spin, not more power necessarily. It's more technique.
Oh.
Little miscommunication there. Both players want the dig. They both want the glory.
That was a big rip there by Miramontes, though.
Yep.
She just put that serve straight on.
They're not upset, though. They're still up 5-11 here.
I think they got to stay in this one again.
You can't let Pierson make a comeback like she did last game. That's all I know.
Interesting stance here.
Little instep.
That's what they call the hat. Oh, that's the RHAP stance. I don't even know what that stands for. But when you kind of step in like that, side step. According to how to round net.
Oh, the instep serve.
Yep, RHAP.
It's the power one, right?
Yeah.
I just know the bad stance. Both hands are deadly. But
yeah.
That's a different one.
That's the little side instep. It's got 12-5. Back to Hoy. If she goes on another 5-point run, this game is just dead, and there's one to start it.
Oh my gosh. You can't keep doing that to them, Mike. 13-5. It's tough because in these situations you hear teams say something like 3-5 before they serve. But they're not down 2, they're up 8.
There's some mental stuff behind that, right? What do you say?
It's like, is that taunting?
Yeah. 13-5, second serve here for Hoy. easy on. Actually, not the best touch. I think she expected something fast.
Yeah, she's putting that so far away for Jenki. She's not putting the ball high and middle in the net. She's putting the ball to Jenki. And usually with those first touches, you want to keep the ball centered so that the second touch doesn't have to come from so far away, both from a challenge for the set, but also defensively, it's much easier to see the set coming in and read it. So.
I know some serves, like we talked about her change-up, quote-unquote.
Right. For Hoy.
Right. On a typical Hoy serve, you just put your hand there, and it goes, and it'll pop off. But wait, when the change-up comes, you got to put force behind it, so it kind of completely changes your receive.
Yeah, using very different mechanics for what look like similar serves.
Beautiful hit there by
nice send put away.
Wow.
You notice there for Jenki. Jenki's putting that first touch pretty close to that for Pierson. No real challenge to get that second touch to net.
So down.
Speaking of challenges, though.
Down 7. Yeah, this is going to be.
7-14 now.
That's going to just be a very hard one to come back from. And they're chatting here.
Some more gamesmanship, maybe?
Yeah.
That's in play.
Turn there.
And a great set from Miramontes. Hoy chooses to move her feet to push the ball. Also probably had the backhand option, had everything to the left.
Yeah, I like that choice. But truthfully, it came down to Miramontes' set. It was on that side of the net, and it gave her so many options.
Yeah, and defensively, Jenki's staying on that right-hand pole, not adjusting to where Hoy's feet are going to the net.
And the thing, so a lot of teams like to adjust around, kind of towards where they would hit towards their teammate a little bit. But
when the pitter's approaching
the
net.
Yeah, but it seems like they're both kind of just hitting towards the other team, and it's been working out.
Except for, I guess, that one that we were deeply digging into.
Yes.
But it's 8-15. Jenki trying to find something. I don't know if you're catching this small detail for Jenki, but on her serve, when she's about to toss, she kind of moves her hand. And sometimes it's variable amounts where I don't know exactly where the toss is going to come out. And that unpredictability doesn't help, but it does help there, I guess, as Pierson gets a roll-up over Miramontes for the break.
Yeah,
but I just find that so interesting when Jenki's moving her feet around,
little
and
her
arm's making these micro movements, maybe pulling the ball towards herself. And I don't know how much of it is choice and how much of it is just muscle memory.
I think it's got to be like depending on what serve she wants to do, right? Like she probably tosses it in different ways, but maybe wants the toss to look the same to the opponent. Here we go. Classic.
That's the backhand. Pierson's calling rim. I think we're going to have a disagreement there. So Hoy Miramontes thought that hit was clean. Going to get some observers huddle in perspective.
We got teammates observing today.
Teammates observing, yeah, that's right. And the call is bad, so it's a rim there. So that is going to be a point for Pierson and Jenki. So here we are. Yeah. It's 10-15, Mike.
Okay.
Do you have any thoughts about 10-15, Mike?
Oh no! Oh no!
Is this right there? Is this where they wanted to get? Is this the point
this
that
they
were playing? They were playing to this point. Yeah.
Oh.
They're like, we can go down 15-10.
If Pierson and Jenki win this in 2, I will eat my hat.
I have to buy you a hat. Yeah. Fine, I'll buy you a hat. You can eat the hat. Deal.
Oh, okay.
It's 16-10. So
16-10. We're out of it.
We're at a different fork here.
What a rip there.
I just refuse to say that this game is over, though.
Yeah. No.
Couple of mistakes. Couple good serves.
Especially because they started off strong, but since then, they've held. There haven't been many breaks since that 7-2 lead.
I think it's the same thing that happened in game 1 where they're like, cool, yeah, we got this one. Let's go to the next one. They're like, let's go to game 2. Let's go to game 3. And I don't think they've had any more breaks. They had that hold there to keep it at 6 points, but
11 serving 16. That's the first big fault. Pierson's got to land some here.
Yeah. And the comeback was most on the back of some strong serves from Pierson, forcing pressure. That one's in play. And Hoy happy to drop that.
Showing a
Jenki
lot of
get
variety.
boxed out, yeah.
Yeah, boxed out, totally. Jenki seems to be getting boxed out on a lot of these.
I'll say it. Hoy's got to be one of the most underrated hitters on the scene right now. Just happy to not just hit it hard and high. All the players can do that. She's using the finesse. She's got her eyes open on the defense.
So I'm impressed. She's added a lot of variety since I've last seen her. I last was at the Garland Tour stop, where which was months ago. But on that day, when her look at that real quick. We'll pause.
Touch. Pierson tries to get a block. She may have had her feet in the no-hit zone, even if it were to clear cleanly, which it did not.
To continue with Hoy.
Right.
On that day, when they took away her backhand, she was pocketing up a lot of her other hits, but here her other hits are clean.
Yeah.
And so that's all you need, right? If you have the deadly backhand, that's only one thing. but when they take that away, what can you do? And
Yeah.
here she's saying, if you take that away, I got the pull, I got the drop, I can do it all.
And a lot of credit, of course, needs to go to Miramontes, too, setting her for success. The hitters never look that smooth unless they've got a good set.
Yeah, you don't accidentally
Don't forget to thank
time.
your setters at home, guys.
Rip there from Jenki. Beautiful set from Miramontes.
They've got all the things firing here.
It's all coming together. Up 19-12. Like,
Where's
okay.
Yeah, 19-12. Wow. Yeah.
Like, this is looking like this is going to be their game.
It's a statement win.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were
right.
saying you need to come out and make a statement.
Yep.
They did. It's 19-12. I'm not going to say the game's over. No lead to see.
I'd be happy saying that.
I'm contractually not
I know.
allowed to say the lead is safe.
Or yeah, we signed different contracts. Yeah.
We should unionize.
Yeah.
But Pierson's here to serve 13-19 now, and it's high.
Serve number 2. Her serve percentage is
Stays
high.
so low. Not a compelling hit there. And a lefty pull from Pierson. Great choice there.
All right, so they're bringing it back. 14-19. Like, you know, I don't want to say.
I'm not even doing it to say I told you so. I'm just not allowed to say the lead is safe. But Pierson
That's
here's
impressive.
only down 5. Only.
First fault there, but she's been great at getting her second serves on. But again, the pressure.
Yeah, it's this mental moment. She's checking for a new spike ball.
This could be her last serve of this game. Step out right. Puts it on.
Tough
Hooked
touch.
a little bit.
Yeah. It's a weak drop. Pierson moves her feet to get another hit on, but Hoy gets a touch, and Jenki can't pop the last one up.
That was a huge recovery. Look at this. Popped it up, put it in. Boy, just in the right spot.
That point felt like it could have been worth 5. I feel like
Yeah.
if Pierson gets that put away, all of a sudden it's just 19-19.
It's different, yeah. So now we got 19.
Or sorry, 2014.
Sorry, yes,
Excuse me.
Yeah. But a double fault. So Jenki here has got to serve 5 in a row.
They didn't get all 5 back before.
We'll start with
Seen
1.
Jenki rattle off 5.
Start with 1, or else this is going the way of Miramontes.
Yeah, second
Hoy.
serve here.
Then popped around it like we see. And
Just
the
a weak
random
drop.
drop, but I think that's a rim or something, or maybe step in the
Yeah, I
right
saw
zone,
both
but-
teams celebrating the point, so I just had to wait to check.
All
But
right,
yeah, one at a
16.
time. That's the drop that she needs to go for, especially on this turf, just
I
challenging people to come in.
I think we'll see this more in game 3 if we get there, and we will.
We will go to game 3, so it's 21-16 after a 28-26 game 1 semi-marathon. Half marathon, can I say? No, not a marathon, but a half marathon at least in round-out terms.
Cool. We
Wow.
will be right back with the game 3 action.
Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to the Chicago Tour Stop. We're playing in the Spikeball Tour Series, and we're coming back with Game 3 of the women's finals. I'm Ben Dantowitz here with Mike White. Mike, what are we looking forward to here?
Honestly, this is such an interesting match. Huge lead. One time there was a comeback, one time there wasn't, so Game 3 is up for whatever. I don't even know.
I'm excited to see just how they're bouncing back mentally, right? Because all these players can execute physically. It's just a matter of staying focused, knowing the situation, knowing the strategy, and getting the job done. Miramontes is serving first.
She went on a huge run at the start of the last game.
Yeah, I would give her the ball. I don't even know if it's going to be like a big statement needs to be made here. The same
Right,
thing you
like-
said, where there was a big comeback. But a double fault to start.
But over to the way of Pierson, who's been, I'd say, probably the best server on their side of this team.
Has definitely generated the most breaks, as that one is going to be
Yep.
non-return.
Okay. So 2-0 lead for them. That's huge.
Yeah, getting right up, not letting the game be tied 1-1. Forcing the issue.
And a nice rally there. Captain Play could be a nice 3-0 lead. Extends it far. for Miramontes off camera here and misses up. So a 3-0 lead for Pierson Jenki. So big point there, big plays, 3-0. Huge start. exactly what you want if you're a Southeast fan and a Pierson Jenki fan.
There's another one.
Skyball's working. Just put it right over. Not even Skyball, just lofted over him. So that stops the bleeding. Back to Hoy, who's kind of been a standout server, maybe player in this series. We'll see what she has. Opens for the open. You're going to get a high serve
First
there.
one's high over Pierson's shoulder. And remember, that's if the entire ball is above the player's shoulder, it's a fault. That one in play, though. Hoy trying to get the block on. Probably was in the no-hit zone, no for body defense. It's tricky. You want to cut off all the angles, but you also maybe you're going to block it back on the net and you want to win that point.
Right.
Decision time. Jenki 4-1 here.
Not going to opt to play that one.
They're not super threatened by Jenki's serve still. She has not challenged them enough. And we'll have to wait.
For another one, so it's 2-4 over to Miramontes. Right, they had the mental fortitude to come back game 2 strong. We'll have to see how they do here. Jam serve.
It's another weak set from Jenki Pierson. And I think we've seen on both sides, both players when they're hitting or setting, just not getting their buddies in the right spot, their teammates set well for success. Miramontes takes advantage of the offensive error and forces another break, or potentially another break, as there might be some discussion on maybe side pocket or rim, no rim.
Called clean.
Called clean, though. It's 4-4.
Big lead.
So taking that offensive
Sorry,
error,
big
turning
lead.
it, taking
big
that
comeback.
Yeah, well, taking that offensive error by Jenki Pierson, turning it into 2 breaks there with an ace to follow up.
That's great.
That's what great players do. They take advantage of those opportunities. Cools off there, though. Second fault.
Back the way of Pierson.
Pierson got them 2 breaks the first time.
I think it's the game of hot and cold and some swings. Not going to play that one. I'm surprised.
Me too.
Yeah. I don't know. I know you're a little out of system when you're playing rims, but that looked good. She's been giving him trouble.
It's that mental game statement, though, right? It's we don't need to play your rims. We can receive these serves just fine. And Hoy again, just nobody home for the drop shot. Why bother? Save your arm for the serves right here.
Clean. I didn't. She hides her drops really well. I thought she was ripping that.
Oh yeah, she's loading her hips. She's getting her feet in a position critically. She's not in an awkward stance where she can only drop the ball. She's doing the work on offense to make it look like she could do everything. That's what's opening up the space. If she was off balance, you'd bet that Jenki Pierson are going to clean up the defensive drop.
It's a nice one there. Calling high.
Just high.
I think they disagree.
Hoy thinks it's not fully above the shoulder. We're going to observers here.
Curious what they say here. They're saying high.
Okay. So it's 6-5 now for Jenki. Trying to add some pressure in. Ooh, she's going for that big cut. You can see the angle on this camera angle here. Second one a little more conservative. And that's good enough.
That's challenging.
Just a weak lefty.
Especially the serve is so playable.
And you see Pierson and Jenki are on that deep hit, so Miramontes feels the pressure. Maybe doesn't see that she can drop that in front of them. And takes advantage of another offensive error.
There it
Just
comes.
like Hoy did moments ago.
Works, got the back-to-back, and that jam serve coming out, just going straight past her. Almost wants to play that one. Oh, and then you're just in your head.
Yeah.
Jenki's finally got one.
All of a sudden it's 8-5, yeah. Jenki's threatening you now, too. You were worried about Pierson. You forgot about Jenki, and Jenki's ready.
That one's easier, a little change up and put, but right at Jenki, set up a nice low one, and right back, and a clean avoid of that no-hit zone.
Little break dance, has to jump across and land on the palm. What an effort, though. Having a little discussion, maybe about the cleanness of a hit.
Said it was all good.
Green light means go. Jenki's got 9-5 here in game 3. Everything's happening. It's a drop. Hoy puts it up high, stops the bleeding. They need that point there. You do not want to be down 5 at this stage.
Hey, maybe you do.
Maybe you do. Maybe for Jenki Pierson. I don't know if Miramontes is
rip
of
a
strategy.
serve. Nicely.
Pierson with another lefty pull. She's had a couple of those in the game where it's the same thing with her footwork that she's disguising. She's got her feet set up like she's gonna hit a push out, and then she just jumps over the no-hit zone. Beautiful effort.
See, Hoy just shakes her head and goes, okay, yeah, if you're doing that.
You have to get that up. Nice serve from Pierson.
Touch up by Jenki and put away.
And what a gift for Jenki getting that defensive touch. And
they had rim and they had good.
Oh, not a gift. They might have had the gift receipt there, as that hit was no good.
The gift receipt coming out.
We're gonna see. We're checking with the observers. Do we have the gift receipt? Is that hit no good?
I'll see the observers. What are they calling? I'm curious. Thought it was good. They're gonna give it a.
So it was good.
Redo.
No, it's good. We're going
they're
11,
good.
11
okay,
6
sorry.
here. Yeah.
Excuse me.
So there was no gift receipt. It was a gift. I was trying to make that a whole thing because it's Katie Pierson's birthday
Oh.
for the gift, but it was a long punchline to wait for it. So I'm sorry. That's a terrible joke now. But happy birthday, Katie.
Hey, maybe for her birthday she can have.
She's got 30 seconds of airtime for her birthday.
Yes.
They're trying to make sure the scores. They're just trying to make sure that they're doing order of operations here. You got to call the score. You have to pause. Then you serve your serve. And I think Joel Graham's observing. He's letting them know that.
She called the wrong score. It was a fault. Do we restart? No, it's a fault.
Yeah, Hoy was still ready to serve. And the history of that rule is Jenki tries to get a soft touch. For those wondering, the rule used to be if you said the score, you have to say the score right. If you say the score wrong, it's a fault. But really, the score was really just a matter of making sure everybody's ready for the point.
Correct.
So they since changed the rule. Now you just have to say the score, make sure everybody's ready, and then start the point after that. So if you say the wrong score and you're all ready, you can still play the point out. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I think there's a little subtext there written into the rule. It's called "Don't be a jerk."
Don't be a jerk.
Don't be a jerk. If you're ready to play and you get aced,
yep. Right. So it's totally fair, right? Like, I mean, also if someone serves too fast and says the correct score, you can often be like, hey man,
I was ready. You're supposed to say the score and
ready.
pause.
Yeah.
So
there, a serve call back high. I believe that was the correct call.
Right.
So now it's 12-8, or sorry, 12-7. Excuse
12-7
me.
here. Mike's trying to curse this point here.
I know. Well, the quick double fault. That was a rim. Cool.
A lefty drop, but it's good enough. Not Doug clean this out.
It worked.
Mike's calling the shots.
Yep.
It's 8-12. Miramontes was really, really coming out hot in game 2 of the serves. Not much yet in game 3 here. Needs to put these in with pace. That's a good one. But Pierson sets well. Pierson sets well, and the mishit slice.
The
mishit slice.
Love Jenki with the double hand receive.
Yeah.
Put it up there. She knows where it's going, so why not just
put two hands there. Make sure it doesn't roll off like one hand or one hand's fingertip.
So you just hit one finger there. She tried to do a push and it missed. Absolute rip from Pierson.
Yep.
She's
ready. Now 13-8 here for game 3. A huge 5-point advantage for Pierson.
Nicely played up and a nice set. We'll get the
classic
backhand
set. Yeah. You see the set, it's got so much height there, but Pierson's not rotating on a tight enough angle. Yeah. She's just running away from that, not cutting it off.
I'm just concerned. Hoy and Miramontes have not challenged them too much this game. Boy, that 5-point run in game 1. Can he do it again? If she do it again, like, I don't know.
Yeah, Hoy's second serve percentage has maybe not been as strong, not as challenging here. And that trend continues in game 3.
Maybe the energy's just depleting a little bit?
It could be. It could just be fatigue. It's been a long day. The third game is a hard one to check in for. Especially when you go down 5 points here.
Big pull. Nice hit.
But at least they continue to hold. The offense is there.
It's still looking
the offense
clean.
is keeping them in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They haven't really dropped many breaks since.
We know Miramontes is putting these on with pace.
That's
but she needs to get a better angle or something different to challenge Jenki. Jenki's looking too comfortable on the receive. Maybe just a new angle. And that one's just short from Pierson. It's a left-hand set, not her preferred hand to set, and she can't get enough power on it.
They'll take that.
Yeah.
That's 11, a big. That changes it a lot.
Especially coming on a rotation. I feel like if you get that big break on rotation, you kind of can sit in that momentum for a second.
Like, you feel it. You're like, oh, we're moving. We're moving here.
You have Hoy jumping across Miramontes. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
That one's in play, perhaps. I think it may have been a rim, though.
15-11, so not
they get the one break they need. It's not 15-10. We've seen crazier things.
They're looking clean. Oh, that's challenged again to the wrong side. Can the set be clean this time? A nice lefty on.
Lefty off. Trying to get it back. It's just above Pierson's head.
That was a well-needed hold right there. And it's back to Hoy. I think she just got to rip the backhand.
Yeah, and you just need to land it. It's maybe it's a 1 in 4, maybe it's a 1 in 10, but it's got to land, whatever that number is going to be.
And the forehand, the regular forehand.
And the forehand's on rim.
Yeah.
You just can't be having those double faults at the stage of game 3.
2 double faults in a
16-12.
row.
Can Jenki push it further?
Arm of her own. 16-12. This is a sizable lead. Of course, we've seen it before, but really always on the other side. That looks like one that's going to be put away. Chopped up. Can she get back? The miss hit into the rim.
Just that half step off,
Yeah.
where you're trying to run back, and you'll see here Miramontes gives chase, and Hoy's getting the set, and Miramontes is trying to set her weight and then still find the timing to get the swing. It's such a challenging thing.
She was a little step behind, and therefore she was a little off balance as well.
Yep.
It was a nice touch, but yeah, she's still very high up when she's getting over there.
Yeah. Hitting in motion is so tough, and I think Miramontes and Hoy want to take a timeout, talk things over here. So it's now 17-12. Jenki's going to be serving on the left here.
So
coming out of the timeout.
If you or either team, quick 15-second pep talks, what are you saying right now?
I think for both teams, I'm saying serves have to go on. There's just so much tension. There's so much pressure on the line right now. You can't be giving away double faults. That's the first thing. I think the only other thing that I need from Hoy and Miramontes, they need to get back in this game, is they need to be covering those angles and rotating a little earlier on the defensive sets.
The start of the game, they converted on a few touches real quick. Right? Like they just converted on regular hits.
A couple of quick plays, right?
Right, and early last game, and it's like that is nowhere to be seen right here. I think they can do it. I don't know if it's the fatigue coming in as well. They're not rotating around as fast.
Right. Yeah. Maybe you need to be coming a little bit closer to net, cut off that angle a little quicker. You know, make the circle smaller. But for Jenki Pierson, they've been getting their sets in. A couple missed offensive sets where they're missing sets, maybe having weaker hits. But as long as they can keep things clean, I think they just need to keep the ball, their serves in play. Yep. Is the biggest thing right now.
Just they force one more mistake and it likely is
all over. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're going to rejoin the action here. Pierson and Jenki just talking things over.
And now Jenki and Pierson joining back in from the right side. And Jenki will be serving 17-12.
Yeah, making sure the spots are correct. And Jenki and Pierson look to be in the right spots. And we got a little bit of the pro quarterfinals action in the background, bleeding over a long rally there. You see some sloppy seconds action.
Yeah. Well, you can tell that's them. You know that's them. You can't miss them. All right, Jenki here.
The guys in the neon?
Yeah. We got 17-12. Jenki, she's put it together at the end here. And another strong serve, well handled. The pockets that up, chase it.
Pierson puts it in. It's a drop, though. And Hoy with a backhand drop just clears the net. It's always the backhand for Hoy. There's no answer.
It's the bread and butter, but I think the first time we've seen the backhand drop.
Yep, but it's the same angle that's available.
Right.
She's just a little off balance. She's not able to get the same power.
I love how ready
Great effort jumping around that no-hit zone, too. Wow. I'm loving these extra camera angles we're able to get.
Yeah, she was posing ready for that drop.
Hoy serving here 13-17 now. Second serve, first one in the rim. Second one also into the rim. We were saying we can't be throwing away points. You're down 4, down 5 now.
I think that is 3 double faults
in a row for Miramontes and Hoy combined. That's absolutely right.
Yeah. Oh, back to Pierson at 18-13 here.
Up 5. That one's a little high. They're going to play. Oh, they're not going to play. No, thank you. It says. Hoy doesn't want to play that roll-up, so we're going to see a second serve from Pierson.
She's been consistent with it.
Miramontes in that low athletic stance. Got to protect that shoulder height. And it's a touch. A weak backhand drop for Hoy, and she pulls that over.
Hoy is ready for those drops.
Yeah. A great defensive touch from Pierson and set. You see here with Jenki on the set. Notice Pierson just gets stuck in the no-hit zone, trying to find her footing and also get a strong hit at the same time.
A little too in the middle there.
Miramontes with the serve. It's a push, and Miramontes is on it. Can she track back? It's a touch for Jenki, a soft touch for Jenki. just another tap on, though, for Pierson. Just a weak hit. That's not going to do it. They've got a little bit of a cushion, but you can't be giving away those points with weak hits.
Yeah, they've been scooping them up, their weak hits. So you can't keep doing this. Let's look at that.
Yeah.
Just easily dinked on.
Maybe a little miscommunication because Jenki got the first touch and then played as a soft touch the second one. So Pierson then had to quickly find her footing.
Right.
A little bit awkward. Now 15-18 for Miramontes to serve.
Big one into the rim there. I do not want to see another double fault in a row here. Please just put this in play. Give yourself a chance.
She does. It's just low enough. On a body touch from Hoy. And it's up and over. Having a little discussion about something we can't hear from here. Looking for maybe a hand signal if we can get one, but might be able to peek at a replay. We might be talking over maybe a hinder situation, on a hit where you've got the defenders near the net and the hitter wants to maybe hit the ball a certain way and then jump through the no-hit zone. So,
unfortunately, don't have a replay for you here, but the observer is going to talk about it. I could see maybe it, and they're going to say it is all good.
Clean. So, I don't know if that's all around clean. I'm trying to follow.
I think they're saying good hit, no hinder.
No hinder, so everything was good. So a great defensive effort there, though.
Brought it back a little bit. 16 serving 18.
Miramontes 16-18.
And a rip.
And another rip to answer, though, from Pierson.
Yeah.
See Pierson get really low on that serve return, almost down to a knee just to get her hand onto that ball. An interesting serve receive.
But I love that because, you know, after a touch thing like that in a far set, you can often think, like, I just got to dink this on. But she said, I'm ripping this. I'm going all or nothing.
I'm answering it. 19-16 for Jenki, trying to put the game out of reach away. And Hoy with a roll-up. And it's too easy. It's too easy on offense for them.
Now 1 point away from taking this tour stop, one of the most competitive women's division we've seen this year. Ali Jenki here.
2016. We talked about how game 1 and 2, Jenki wasn't a big serving threat. Here we see her applying so much pressure, chasing that ball.
All right, we got 17-19 now.
Or 17-20.
Excuse me.
Just trying to tweak that scoreboard for y'all. We've been saying Hoy was a little cold this game. There's no better time than 17-20 to start putting in the serves.
Side pocket there.
First one side. Pierson quick to call it out. Wants no business giving away free breaks there. He's going to force the issue. And that one's going to roll up and over.
So we got
21-17.
Our champions here in the women's division.
Ali Jenki, Katie Pierson are going to win the women's division at the Chicago Tour Stop. So,
wow, that was they fought so hard in that match.
That was not a roller coaster. That was like 5 roller coasters in the finals. I loved it.
That game 1. The fact that they took that game, I don't know if they took that game 1, I don't think they would have
I can't get over it. They were down to 10-15 in game 1. They came back and won in the mid-20s and extras, my goodness. And then game 2, they lost pretty handily. But game 3, they made a statement. They kind of mirrored the statement from game 2.
They brought it back. They said, no, we're going to set the tone here. We're taking it. And they
come and get us.
They adapted really well. They cleaned up their game. They kept challenging them. But I think the big thing is, I don't know what they did, but they forced Miramontes and Hoy to just start getting cold.
They were so uncomfortable on the serving line. I guess that all those extra serves they were getting in, they were cold, and then you see those double faults, those strict double faults between Hoy and Miramontes. It adds up, and they're missing too many opportunities in the middle of that game.
But that's
it's
a
out
big
of reach all
win.
of a sudden.
I believe how many victories do they each have this season?
How many tour stop victories do they have this year? I feel like Katie Pierson and Olivia Jenki.
I think they each have 2.
Had quite a few. I think they now both. I think Ali Jenki and Katie have 3 now.
Yeah, I think they have 3
They have
each.
3, and I think on top they surpassed Olivia Jenki, who only has 2 now. Right, where Twins has played together twice to win 2. Katie has mashed up with 3 different partners for 3 different wins.
That's impressive.
At Erie and Rock Hill, and now here in Chicago. And then where's Olivia? Not Olivia, sorry, Ali Jenki playing with her today. Wins Chicago, Garland, and was it Seattle?
It's in Seattle.
And Seattle. Wow.
Oh yeah. No, sorry, Salt Lake.
Oh, Salt Lake. Excuse me. Salt Lake.
Not Seattle.
Apologies to my mountainous states.
Yes.
And Pacific states.
But absolute dominant.
Fantastic.
You know.
Yeah.
But not to be outdone. Miramontes and Hoy put up a fight.
It looked fantastic too. They just didn't have enough at the end of three.
I'm kind of. I watched the whole thing and I'm confused where it all went. Like how that shaped out the way it was.
It was 5 roller coasters, Mike.
Yeah,
it was a great time. I was mostly just there for the ride. Happy to be here, but wow. Congrats to Katie and Allie for taking home first place
on Katie's birthday.
Katie's birthday, no less. So a great gift. Gets a nice little piece of glassware.
Yeah, beautiful. All right.
I don't know if a birthday cake fits in there.
Yeah, we'll get some birthday cake. All right. Thank you for watching this coverage of the Chicago Tour Stop. I'm Mike White with Ben Dantowitz. If you want more stuff, of course, check out the SRA YouTube channel here. Check out the Spikeball Roundnet Association on Instagram as well. Tons of stuff going on there. And if you're interested in more Women's Roundnet, there's an account at @womens_roundnet. Tons of stuff. And, of course, if you watch...
You want to catch this live.
Yeah, you want to catch this live. Twitch.tv/Spikeball. Every weekend there's an event. If you're watching this soon, the next one will be the weekend, Labor Day weekend in Virginia.
Yeah.
Check that out. Twitch.tv/Spikeball Saturday and Sunday. Great events.
You can just follow, click that bell for notifications. You don't have to think about it.
You'll get it.
Just listen to your phone.
But anyway.
Watch it on Twitch TV.
Thanks for watching. We'll be signing off. See you soon.